DICE made some major changes to their mid-season event system. Star Citizen's next update is locked in and absolutely massive. Epic Games killed several iconic FPS titles and much more on This Week in Gaming. Hey guys, Level Cap here. Battlefield 2042's next seasonal event, the Battle of Nordvik, launches on Thursday and makes significant changes to the last event's unlock system. The Season 2 Liquidators event had a pretty rough launch. Players quickly discovered only 4 of the event's cosmetics could be unlocked via gameplay, with the vast majority being paid. Those paid skins were also plastered all over the event's trailer. DICE promised to make some improvements to the system for the upcoming event. And before we get to those improvements, here is a quick word from today's sponsor. 'Tis the season to be giving, and this year, why don't you give your tummy the gift of never frozen microwavable meals that taste awesome, are nutrient rich, and help you lose weight. Factor is the ultimate gift for people who want good, healthy food without the prep. I went to their website, selected keto from their meal plans, they delivered them to my front door, and now I'm eating chipotle rubbed pork chops that taste like I got them from a restaurant. I cannot tell you how nice it is to cut the stress out of my day by eating pre-prepared, tasty lunches and dinners. Plus, they now offer 34 different meals every week, so the variety is never ending. Now I've got much more time to win in-game with a brain fully fueled and ready to go. This service is an actual game changer for me and one that you have to try for yourself. Head to go.factor75.com/levelcap60 and use levelcap60 to get 60% off your first Factor box. That's a massive savings. Once again, head to go.factor75.com/levelcap60 and use code levelcap60 to get 60% off your first Factor box. Go now and thank me later. Alright, so back to the mid-season event changes. This time around, you'll unlock 3 items per week by collecting ribbons in the limited time modes. The items will range from epic to rare quality. Each week will also offer 2 free store items. Weeks 1 and 2 will offer a unique paid bundle. Week 1 is the Epic Twilight Strike bundle for 2,400 battle coins. It includes 3 specialist skins and 4 weapon skins. Week 2 will offer the Epic Nordvik Gunner bundle for 1,400 battlefield coins with 2 specialist skins and 3 weapon skins. Week 3 will not have its own paid offering. Overall, it does seem like a fairly major improvement over the previous event. As for the modes of the event, they're going to temporarily restore 128 player breakthrough as one of the 3 limited time modes while offering several new cosmetic items to unlock. This event will last for 3 weeks, offering a different mode set on the Spearhead map each week. Week 1 will be 32v32 Conquest Assault with no air vehicles. Week 2 will offer a new mode combining Conquest, Frontlines, and Rush. The description is a bit vague, but it sounds like the attackers will have to capture objectives in series, getting closer to the defender's HQ. The final sector will involve arming MCOMs. And finally, Week 3 brings back 128 player breakthrough. It'll feature unique modifiers like increased movement speed, faster redeploy times, and faster vehicle call-ins. DICE has also shared some new concept for the map coming in Season 4. It shows an above-ground area of the tunnel system, which we previously saw in some concept art. DICE says the map will be primarily close-quarter combat and very different from previous maps, as it's more focused on tactical gameplay versus being a giant sandbox. The development update video that went along with these new images gave us more insight into Season 5's map. Apparently, it won't be a direct remake of a Battlefield 4 map like was previously indicated. Instead, it'll be an imagined version of a setting from the Battlefield 4 world set in 2042's future. Again, it'll be reclaimed by nature and likely feature a lot of decay and callbacks to DICE's last modern combat era. If you're planning on playing Battlefield 2042 this weekend, you'll be happy to know that double XP is active, so great opportunity to rank up and progress that battle pass. All of the new features coming with Star Citizen 3.18's update have been locked in for a launch. These include hull stripping and salvage, the cargo refactor, major changes to the crime stat system including a prison overhaul and reactivation of security post Korea, new content on Orison, new sand caves, fully Gen 12 rendering engine, persistent entity streaming, racetracks, a new ship called the Vulture, and tons of other changes. 3.18 will hopefully launch on on the game's public test server by the end of next week before the developers go on their holiday break, and it'll likely stay on the game's public test server for an extended period of time. To say that this is a major update would be a gross understatement. I covered it extensively in yesterday's video, but in a nutshell, this is a massive stepping stone to Star Citizen's ultimate goal of a truly persistent MMO universe. Assuming 3.18 is successful, it could quickly lead to significant technical improvements and gameplay updates, transforming Star Citizen more and more into the game that was originally promised. Call of Duty Warzone 2's Season 1 Reloaded update is live, and it makes some major changes to many aspects of both the Battle Royale and DMZ modes. Lighting for some areas has been updated to make spotting enemies easier, the number of stronghold locations has been increased to 5, and AI at these locations have been nerfed to be less challenging. Shotguns no longer one-shot fully armored targets, and that's on top of several more minor weapon tweaks. DMZ players can now access perks after extracting successfully multiple times. Probably the biggest addition with the update is a new point of interest called Building 21. When the update first launched, this new location was unintentionally accessible for a brief period. It's basically a separate DMZ map that you need a loot key from the current map to access. When Building 21 is activated, you'll be able to start matches in it directly. It'll offer indoor combat, presumably against other players and AI, though the process is still a bit unclear. You'll need additional keys to unlock safes and other areas of the map. It's unclear what the main draw of Building 21 is. It'll likely offer unique rewards. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer is free to play for the weekend and offers double XP, which applies to Warzone and DMZ as well. Epic Games announced some hugely influential classic FPS games and rhythm titles are being removed from sale and having their servers taken offline. Affected titles include Unreal Gold, Unreal 2, Unreal Tournament 2003, 2004, 3, and Game of the Year Edition. All 3 main Rock Band games, plus the Green Day and Beatles releases, are also going offline, and while all of these titles are well past their prime, they still have active communities and represent the legacy of their respective genres. However, Epic has updated the store listing for Unreal Tournament 3. It's now called Unreal Tournament 3X and features crossplay with all available PC platforms and official servers. It's also been converted to a free-to-play title. Spider-Man 2 is launching on PlayStation 5 toward the end of 2023. The long-awaited sequel to 2018 Spider-Man by Insomniac Games will have Peter Parker and Miles Morales team up to take on Venom. They released a teaser trailer last year, but it's been pretty quiet beyond that. The Dead Space remake has gone gold. That means the devs have finished the launch build of the game and are likely working on a day one update. It's currently scheduled to launch on January 27th and will be an extensive remaster of the original title that restores cut content and unifies the game's various levels into one giant map. Valve is planning some big quality of life improvements for their Steam Deck handheld PC gaming console. They're currently working on implementing a better screen and improving the battery life. They've already deployed a manufacturing change to how the battery is glued in place, making it easier to replace in revised units. It sounds like they'll be adding in a bigger or at least more dense battery for future units sometime next year. Valve didn't specifically outline their plans for the updated screens. They did make it clear though that the Steam Deck isn't getting any performance improvements for now. Like a traditional console, having a known performance target on fixed hardware has been really valuable for developers. So Valve are waiting on new hardware to be developed that will offer a significant performance gain before committing to a Steam Deck Pro or a Steam Deck 2. Before we get to the next story, leave your thoughts about Battlefield 2042's upcoming event in the comments. Are you glad DICE are giving players more cosmetics to unlock? Are you excited about the new modes? Leave a comment with your opinion, and while you're down there, consider subscribing or even becoming a channel member. Either is an excellent way of supporting the channel and keeps you in the loop every time we upload. The Witcher 3's next-gen upgrade is pretty transformative, but it's also incredibly demanding for PC players. It'll likely run fine on optimized settings for your hardware, but those optimized settings might forgo the updated graphical options that make it look, well, next-gen to begin with. Ray tracing is obviously the big offender. The developers announced that they're investigating performance issues and will continue updating the game to resolve them. Now, if you're looking for more info about Star Citizen's 3.18 update, watch this video next. It's a deep dive into everything the update has to offer, plus my thoughts on what it means for the future of Star Citizen. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.